and energy around here some of the time, like, so it ran like that. But it's a flow. We just let it flow how it's supposed to, and it's been perfect. And now, like I say, it's perfect to have all this strong, men taking responsibility, and that's what it's about. It's up to us. We can't wait for anybody to say, hey, why aren't our businesses thriving? Why are we consuming so much and not producing and not educating about this? We can't ask why. We know why. And it's up to us to be a part of the solution in every way. Everybody can't do everything, but everybody do their part based on what the purpose is, based on what your divine mission is, and just be obedient to that, And so I'm just so proud of you all. I met you all at Healthful Essence, and you were promoting the business. Like, showed up a group of beautiful black brothers, I need to say as well. A bunch of them there saying, hey, let's get together monthly, let people know what the Cash Mob is about.
Well, exactly what you were just saying. It's everybody taking responsibility for what it is that they bring to the community and supporting the businesses within the community. It's really important to understand that the stronger the ties between the business and the community itself, the more say-so we have over what goes on in the community. And essentially, Cash Mob is here to strengthen that relationship and really get the community to understand that they are a vital part of making sure that the businesses within our community survive.
And so, how Jaso, I gotta say their names. This is Brother Allen just speaking in there. We got Brother Jaso of the Cash Mob as well. And so let people know, like, how it works. What do you do?
Okay, well, Cash Mob is basically a database, social media database that gets alerted monthly, and we show up at a black business, and we just support it. Support it whatever way you can. Like I said, there's some way anybody can do it. Like I say, it's just a way, Cash Mob started as a play of the word flash mob. Flash mob was, when a large group of people converged on the store and raided. But Cash Mob is the opposite.
Wow, so the flash mob is when somebody actually go and raid a spot. Like, we up in here.
Yeah, but we coming in and
the Cash Mob is like, we up in here, but we coming here to bring the light, bring the energy and the support.
And spend dollars. We want to do what we can to make sure that the dollars that are in the black community are staying in the black community longer. What we see amongst other communities is their ability to keep their dollars in their community. All it does is strengthen what it is that they're able to do in their community. And the more and more we get away from being able to recognize that there's certain things that are specific to our experience, and businesses that are out there to meet that need, the more we separate ourselves from being able to empower the businesses, empower ourselves. So really, it's just a way to get everybody to converge on a particular business, give that business a bump in revenue for the day, but even more so, it's establishing a relationship that can go on into the future. It doesn't matter if you live in the neighborhood or if you're passing through. We want to make sure that you understand what that business has to offer in its way in the way of products and goods or products and services, and give you an opportunity to be able to come back there anytime, whether you're down the street or having to be in the area, whatever the case may be. We just want you guys to all know, hey, this business is here, this is what they sell, and just give them a little support and see how much further that we can deepen the relationship between businesses and community.
Now, have you ever dwelt on what could be the psychological reasons that money doesn't stay in our community past 6 hours?
It goes deep. It goes back to when integration started happening. when we stopped having for lack of a better way of putting it, a forced way of
Support.
interacting and
Right.
supporting our own community. When the option of big box stores is out there and all these different products that you can get access to and this, that, and the next. Well, you know, that happens because of the availability of resources for that particular business. Well, what happens if we continue to support a business and build into it so that it raises its own pool of resources so that it can start offering us products and services that are what it is that we're looking for, you know?
Yeah. I was speaking to a friend about this the other day, and we were talking about culture and how culture has certain parameters around people, but when those fences and those parameters fall down, then you kind of see who people are, you know? And I've been exploring integration, and to me, the child of integration is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop to me is the tanning of America. It is the representation of kind of like, you know, what inherently was in the hearts of melanated people who finally got out of that fence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They covered things that were kept from them for a while, and then groups of people who weren't able to come into that particular house that was fenced off, now they're, you know, in the basement, flipping over and looking at things and stuff like that. And in the interchange, you know, both sets of people don't authentically walk away as themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, like, are we losing a piece of ourselves by integrating and running into different establishments? Because, case in point, you know, I point this out to people. I did a research paper on Black Wall Street, and I challenge people and I say, stop saying that they destroyed Black Wall Street with bombs. That's not what destroyed, because they rebuilt Black Wall Street in 4 or 5 years, and it was thriving. They rebounded. They don't tell this part of the story. Integration killed Black Wall Street. That's what killed Black Wall Street. The minute they allowed them to cross those tracks, it was a wrap. You know, even with all of that history tied into it. And then the people said, we didn't even teach this history to our children. So a lot of the children that were now proprietors and they picked up where their parents left off, they weren't even cognizant all the way of the history of what happened in Black Wall Street. So they didn't have that connection. They didn't have, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, there wasn't that meaning there that, look, we got to hold on to this and keep this a particular way and really, you know, put our lives on the line to defend it. You know what I'm saying? They just had the opportunity to say, you know, they ice is wetter. You know what I'm saying? They ice is colder. They like, let me go. And this is what happened. And I think that we rob ourselves of the opportunity of a learning lesson by not telling that part of the story. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
It's an identity crisis that we're looking at. So,
That's true.
You know, outside of you going and supporting these businesses, you know, are there anything else that you're doing to speak to that particular crisis?
In terms of there is and what it is that we are really just trying to do is to show the value that can be found in these businesses.
Yes.
And I think that speaks to a lot to what you were just saying, is that we start to lose sight of the value that exists in going and patronizing these businesses. You know, it's not just you know, going and spending money, but it absolutely is an identity crisis. You know, not to single out any other community, but when you have other communities that are patronizing businesses within their communities, when they go in, there's a connection that happens between the business owner and the patron. Okay.
Absolutely.
And when you start watering down the access that we have to what it is that we need as a community by bringing in all these outside businesses and enterprises, you wind up devaluing what it is that we were getting in the first place by going to the mom and pop shop down the street, by being able to have some type of personal connection with where your dollars are going. And it really is important that we understand that what Cash Mob is a repeatable concept. It doesn't have to happen just right here in Atlanta where we're doing it. We hope that people see what's going on online and pick up in their own cities.
Hit chapters where they're at.
Exactly.
Yeah, we just tapping into a vibration that's already out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just gonna come out of necessity. You know, we didn't create the system we in. We just here to survive. You know, and that's what we're doing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And so, you have one a month that you focus on right here in Atlanta.
Yeah, right now it's just once a month.
Okay, and so who we have coming up and when?
So next up, we have on September 14th, we're going to be at Bakari's Pizza Kava Lounge, and we will be there. Come out and support, definitely, and really the next one after that, we're going to be at Paint, Sip, and Socialize in October.
And also the same date as Bakari's Pizza Lounge is to see this Mystic Fair. So,
That's right.
Exactly.
Once
Exactly.
you don't, and we also
Okay.
want to include that in
That's
part of
dope.
that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Now, do all of the businesses, are they aware of your arrival before you come there?
Absolutely. The
So they
worst
could
thing that
be-
we can do is put the business in a situation where they can't
They not
provide
stocked up,
services.
right.
Yeah, when the concept first
Yeah.
came around, that's how we want to do. We want to surprise the business with you know what I'm saying, a whole bunch of money on this one day. When
Yeah.
you say, well, you know, it kind of put them in a bad spot if we don't let them know.
Right.
I did.
And
We
so-
want people to come back too, not just.
So Bakari's, what hours are you there?
We'll be there all day at Bakari's, and
Well, the hours are 2 to 1. We'll be there from like 2 to 6.
yeah.
Okay, from 2 to 6, Bakari's. Bakari is a good friend. I remember Bakari when he first started over there with the Pizza Kava spot. And he went through a lot of changes, but that black man holds that place up and he stays there.
Yes,
He
yes.
stays there. I love to
Yes.
see how he is and how he works and how he builds and how he sustains. I'm so proud of him and, his establishment, the style of it, the presentation of it. He went through so many changes with that. He appeals to the young people over there in the college area because it's right on the West End. Those who don't know, it's on Lee Street, right next to the Afrocentric Network, across from the West End Mall. And you will be there from 2 to 6, Cash Mobb, on next Saturday. Not tomorrow, but next Saturday.
That's correct.
And Bakari will also be doing the Kava at the Natural Mystic Fair.
Okay.
Okay, and so I was like, how are you going to do this? How are you going to do this, Bakari? We need 2 Bakaris because you have to be there. But, we worked it out where we're going to make sure that he's able to facilitate both events at one time. Okay,
dope,
and so
dope.
it's right up the street. I really linked that up because I really think that the community organizations, the community companies and restaurants and we need to get together and connect those dots and cross promote and these things. And so he's going to be there doing that. He's a sponsor of the Natural Mystic Fair. So I thought it was cool that you all were coming on too. I was like, what? Because we planned this prior to even knowing that. But I love Bakari and definitely support what he's doing over there. He has he created a whole vegan menu to be able. He said, I should have been over there with Tassili's people, man. I should have been doing this. He created a whole menu to show everyone to pass out and let people know that he have a lot of things that are vegan as well as the regular pizza, but he never had pork in there. He has kale. I thought that was pretty cool. And
Cauliflower.
yes, he have ginger drinks over there that are really, really good. And so
What's the address for that?
what is the address for
Does anybody
Bakari's?
know?
Goodness gracious. You have to. I don't have that.
It's walking distance from your Wadada, but it's right next to Afrocentric Network across the street from the West End Mall.
Okay.
Yep. It's right in the heart of the West End, right by I-20.
It's on Lee Street?
On Lee Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
You literally walk from the bank to Bakari, so just
people park at the bank when it's closed. It's a parking area.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so because it's open till like 3 or 4 in the morning a lot of days.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a spot where you can get a drink, you can get a kava, you can get a vegan pizza. You can,
I ain't even know.
that's what I'm
Good
saying,
word.
you know. And so we definitely want to big up the brothers for making sure we do know.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
We
what it's
need
about.
to know.
Indeed.
And link these businesses up and link them up, so that they can cross promote for each other. So
Absolutely.
we definitely hope to see you all. You said 2 to 6, so we'll be at Tall Cities from 12 to 7.
Yes.
So make sure y'all come through at some point. You better,
Yeah.
make
Yeah,
your
well, and
rounds because it's right up the street.
Well,
Absolutely,
in between,
absolutely.
that's right.
Yes, for sure.
And even if you guys have missed the, Cash Mob being there, come out and support the business all day. Whenever we come to a business, we want to make sure that whether we're there or not, that you guys are definitely
There's no
coming out.
time limit. You can just come and support
and
whenever
yeah.
the business open.
Exactly.
And
Yes.
how is is the love reciprocated from the business owners to
Oh,
you guys?
absolutely.
Have you always felt that this was appreciated? Have they
Absolutely.
always
Definitely,
upheld their end of the bargain in terms of customer relations and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's I think it's a real good connection that we have with the businesses. For them it's a free opportunity for advertising.
Right.
We don't go in and ask anything of the business, but hey, just be prepared when we come. If you guys would like to have us there, let's go out and put our best foot forward to the community and show everybody what we have to offer.
Right.
Yeah. Like I said, it's something bigger than us, it's something for the community.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, you don't have to go to no meeting, don't have to pay no dues, what I'm saying, just show up and support.
Yeah.
All right, you heard it right here, the Cash Mob,
Cash
boy.
Mob, Cash Money on Black
That's
Business.
got a gangster, boy. We're going to show up and we're going to support and we're going to bring people. You better be ready. That's what's up. So if people want to find out more information about how to support what you do every month, every time, to see what you have, which business you have coming next and all of that, how do they reach you?
I would keep a close eye on our Instagram feed. It's at Cash Money on Black Businesses, plural. And if you ever wanted to reach out to us through email, you can reach us at moneyonblackbusinesses@gmail.com. Again, for Instagram, it's at Cash Money on Black Businesses. We will always, have some shots of what it is that's going on at each Cash Mob event, and we'll be posting whenever we're having our next event on that as well.
All right, you heard it right here on I Radio, the Mansa Musa Report. We got Montoya Smith. Hi, everybody who's online, but Montoya, here he go. Can I call in to challenge the history provided on BWS? Y'all know what BWS is?
Black Wall Street.
Yeah, I was the one like, what's BWS? This might be him on the phone now, but Montoya, I just want to ask you, why you always want to challenge everything? You just have a he's Mr. Debater. If you have a comment or something, but it's all good. I think he's on the phone now. But we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back. Thank you, brothers.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, peace.
You know.